think it's important that students are becoming involved. I think that's one of the biggest things that we could ever ask of our future leaders of the country is to get them involved with politics, get them involved and create an open and honest conversation of what is to come. So for students who express ideas and want to have a conversation about school safety and common sense gun laws, I think it's inspiring that it's coming from students. It's not just adults who are part of this conversation now. Students are the ones who are leading this conversation. Ever since the Parkland shooting in Florida, students have led the conversation, have really been showing adults how to handle the conversation. So I think it's inspiring, and I think that students will continue to be involved.
And what would you say to a critic who might say your time at school should better be spent on class versus protesting?
So our schools are continuing to be the education environment that they've always been. I feel like I've been given a wonderful educational experience, and us being involved in something outside of school isn't distracting us from our schoolwork. I'm a straight A student. I'm continuing to balance my school life with anything outside of school. This is an outside of school event, so I don't understand why adults would be against us becoming involved in politics outside of school. So that would be my response to them.
And if a student or a non-student sees this and says, oh, I would like to get involved with that movement, what would you recommend?
Right, so most of our information currently is coming out through Facebook. So our March for Our Lives, Wilmington, North Carolina page is where most of our information is current. Like every day we're posting things. This is kind of a discussion. People post things that are relevant to the conversation on there as well. But any new information I would post, or other leaders of the movement would post as well. So Facebook is definitely the fastest, easiest way to become involved with our movement.
And anything else you'd like to say about what this means to you personally?
To me personally, I feel like I can't just sit by and wait for another school shooting to happen and all we get are thoughts and prayers. I feel like thoughts and prayers are extremely helpful. I pray when something like this happens. Of course, my thoughts are always with the victims, but that's not enough. Action needs to come out of such a tragedy. We can't just continue giving thoughts and prayers. We've got to take action on what we said we're going to do. And so we can't wait till the next one. We've got to act now. So my message would be to continue to push for action. We need politicians to change. We need politicians to pass legislation for school safety.